And currently Liverpool is having a poor run. They have lost their last 3 games. Let's make it 4. 2-1 to Man U. Hi guys, welcome to United Extra Time. I'm Gareth.
And I'm Terence.
Today we are in a
festive mood!
Totally spot on with my prediction last week.
So today, let's talk about our 2-1 win over Liverpool.
Okay, so personally I think the goal stands. Yeah, because the players played to the whistle, good playing to the whistle, great pass from Ahmad to Mbeumo, okay, and a good finish from him. I know Liverpool fans will disagree, but if the build-up wasn't as fluid as it was, right, then I think the play would have been stopped. Because the build-up was so smooth and it quickly led to the goal, the ref didn't have any time to check back and take a second look. Because the commentator quoted the referee saying that he didn't see the injury. Okay, so it makes perfect sense that the play continues because the referee at that instance didn't notice the injury. I believe that had Ahmad dwelt on the ball for another second or two, then the referee would have the time to go and turn around and check on the injury and he would have stopped the play. So I can only attribute it to a very quick passage of play, where there wasn't time for the referee to check again.
What the players did was correct. I mean, if anything were to be pulled back, I think VAR should have stepped in and stopped the play and let the referee check it out, pause the game, right? But it led to a goal, so I don't think there's any much to say after that really.
Because this is how the refereeing procedure goes, right? It's like they allow the play to continue first, then after which they go back and check for any fouls on VAR and everything. But because it's just unfortunate or fortunate,
it led to a goal.
In our sense, that it led to a goal, and it is what it is, So good goal to United. Amad Diallo.
Yeah, I think he had a fantastic game. He offered quite a lot on the right. I think that's where most of our offensive play came during the first half.
I think he played very well in this match. Okay, he was a constant problem for Liverpool on the right, and he assisted the opening goal. Very quick pass with the outside of his foot, to find Mbeumo, nicely weighted. And he also managed to find Bruno for a shot outside the box, which Bruno should have scored, but hit the outside of the post. Yeah, so I think Ahmad's contribution was quite significant.
Yes.
In this game. Unfortunately, he had to be subbed out because he got the yellow card. And regarding the yellow card, if you were to look at the replay again, Ahmad slid in and kicked the ball with the bridge of his foot. He didn't go in, starts up straight, Yeah. So it's very harsh because to me it's a simple clash of leg. Gakpo wasn't in possession of the ball anyway. Okay, he was waiting for the ball and then he saw Ahmad coming in to do the interception. He actually stretched out his right leg, which was then after that got caught by Ahmad. Foul, maybe, but I felt that changed the game. It forced Amorim to take him off in fear of him getting a red card. He probably expected that towards the end of the game, Liverpool will be mounting on the pressure. And then having players on yellow card is extremely risky.
I mean, he was very aggressive, but there are challenges that need to be done. Definitely, he's one of the performers for United for this game. Unfortunately, he had to be subbed out.
And some Liverpool fans were saying that, they were robbed twice. Once by the head injury and a second by Ahmad's handball, which I think is not an issue at all. Because it was quite clear from the replay that, yes, Ahmad had his right arm in the air, but the ball actually hit his left arm, which was close to the body. Should he have been flinging his arm around? No, because you never know when referee will give it these days. So anyway, it was clear as day that it wasn't a penalty. I don't even know why is this an issue. Why is it even being brought up? Ruben Amorim, really a tactical genius. or is he just plain lucky? Well, I think it's hard to say at the current stage because obviously there were improvements.
He definitely made some changes, adaptations. It's different from how we initially started the league.
The
how we
season,
started
right?
out. Yes.
How we started the season.
It's very different
Although,
now.
despite him claiming that, no, he will stick to his way, he wouldn't make any changes. But for this match, I think he started more like a 5-4-1 in anticipation of soaking up Liverpool's attack. I think the telltale sign was like he started
Maguire.
right? Because when you have Maguire around,
Yeah.
who isn't the fastest centre back around, right? You would expect the tactic to be sitting back,
Closer.
deeper.
Yeah, correct.
right, and denying the space. So we there are some changes that he didn't press so far up. When we did press, we were vulnerable.
Yes.
We looked vulnerable.
Yeah.
I think there were 2 or 3 times Liverpool easily evaded the press and bypassed the entire
Correct.
United midfield. It was empty, right, and led to some quite threatening counters.
Correct.
He stuck to long ball.
Yeah, he started to play
He
long
stuck to
balls.
playing long balls, following the previous game where it worked.
Yeah, it's definitely much better now. I mean,
Yeah.
there's another style of play which I think gives the option to bypass whatever they're passing out from the back.
I just think that it's like it's a obvious weakness that United has at the moment. Our inability to play out from the back properly or consistently. And then when we are faced with Liverpool, who are quite good at pressing, I think Liverpool's front men are all quite fast and physical, and they close down pretty quickly. I think he just didn't want to play into Liverpool's hands by passing out from the back, which I think I previously mentioned every team expects Man Utd to do, to pass out from the back. So instead by going long, we just cover our weakness of not being able to play the ball out from the back. Yeah. So tactical genius this instant. Maybe, but my problem was there are contradictions in his decisions. Why wasn't Sesko starting?
I mean, long ball, I mean.
Right, yeah, because Sesko's height at 1.94, 95, definitely would make a difference. Okay, the post-match interview, he said that, our aim was to go for the second ball. But it doesn't matter because you can still play Sesko up front and still play for the second ball. Because if you are already anticipating the Liverpool centre-backs of Van Dijk and Kanote to be dominating in terms of aerial, so you can still play Sesko and expect them to win the headers and play for the second ball. Yeah. And with Sesko around, maybe the odd instance, he can still win the ball and contribute. Whereas if you play, I don't know what tactic is this, like you're going to put a sacrificial pawn up front to 100% lose all the ball. Because I don't remember Mbumo winning a single ball from Van Dijk. Winning a single header. Makes me wonder, is he really tactical genius? Yeah, I mean, I can accept or I would understand it if you explain to me like Kunha is like, better at pressing. But in his interview, he said, going for the second ball. Anybody can, if that's the case, anybody could be played up front and can still cater your play towards
I know
getting the second
already.
ball. What?
So he was preparing for the scenario that is draw, it's tie, and then you need another tall guy. Then he will sub in. He has an option to sub in. Yeah. So our winning goal is from a header, right?
Then we should have just played Maguire up front. You see?
That means that's the
Yeah, then perhaps we won't lose to Van Dijk at all. We won't lose to Kanate and Van Dijk if Maguire is up front. Okay, they want a challenge. We can give them that challenge. We just play Maguire up front. Amorim's tactics will certainly help by the early goal.
Yes.
Yeah, because without the early goal, I think United would not have anything to hang on to.
So I think if United were not to score, I think definitely the second half Liverpool, the pressure will just continue mounting, and then we'll probably just let in the first goal, and then I don't know if we
might
can
not
come
be able
back
to
anymore.
recover.
Yeah.
So it was like very fortunate that we scored the first goal and sort of made his tactics work. So much so that the Liverpool manager Sloth was complaining that we are just like a long ball team. Who cares with a long ball team? I don't know what the guy is talking about. Did feel that it was a good judgment from Ruben Amorim to make the double substitution, to sub out Casemiro and Ahmad. When they were on yellow, it was almost immediate substitution. The moment both of them got their yellows, double sub was made because he anticipated the pressure towards the last 10-15 minutes and added on time. And if we had players on yellow, it might just quickly spiral out of control. If we get reduced to 10 men. Yeah. So tactical wise, did it work? Is he a genius? I'm still not quite sure. Yeah.
Time will tell.
Okay, predictions for our next game. Man United at home to Brighton. I know you didn't do homework, but I did. But before I present to you
Okay. Then I'll just do mine then.
let's see what you think from the current Man U's form, current form, Brighton's current form. What do you think?
Okay, so I think it will be a high scoring game. Okay, maybe 3-2?
3-2.
3-2.
So now let me just share. Okay, United has lost to Brighton for the last 3 seasons at Old Trafford.
Wow.
Okay, so we actually have pretty poor results against Brighton at home. I believe the scores were like 2-1, 3-1, 3-1.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Okay, 3-1. Okay.
yeah, it's pretty bad. However, I'm still a little bit optimistic since we managed to get this win over Liverpool, right? The feel-good factor is tremendous. Because I saw video clips on United players attending training session the next day, and they were like
Motivated.
all in very high spirits. Perhaps we can nick this,
Yeah.
to make it 3 in a row.
It's happening, guys.
Yeah. So I would say 2-1 to Brighton. So 2-1 to United.
2-1 again.
Yeah, 2-1 again.
Okay.
Yeah, because Brighton is a team that can score goals. So I don't expect United to keep a clean sheet. Right? In fact, Liverpool had a lot of opportunity to score. Yeah, it's just that they didn't take it.
Not lucky lah. We have the luckier keeper.
Yeah. So anyway, I certainly hope that we can make it 3 wins in a row lah. Okay, to give our fellow Man U fan a chance to cut his hair also. He's quite close now.
2 more.
3 more.
3 more.
3 more, but he's close. This is one of his biggest hurdle. If United were to clear this hurdle, then he has a good chance to get the haircut he wanted. Okay, his long-awaited haircut. Yeah. Yeah, man, it's going to be as long as mine.
That's all we have for you all today. And if you like our content, remember to like and subscribe. And we look forward to seeing you guys next week. Bye!